Hello everybody, this is Azariah the Lurking Wolf, welcoming you back to Dishonored 2. Last time we were trying to find a way into the house over here on my left in order to get the outsider shrine that's inside. And I was trying to avoid one way you can definitely get in, because it's a little bit risky. I think, however, it might be the only way. You see, with your sword you can actually break wooden doors like this one here. Let's make sure that no one is right next to the door first. Wait for our mana to replenish, and then...
What's that?
I feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
Alright. That should keep them from seeing us for now. Let's see where
It was coming from here. Let's see.
Okay, there's an enemy right there. Let's see if I can quickly take him out. Okay, let's see where the other guy is. Just in case, use my... Okay, he's still down there. So let's see if we can sneak up on him and not have to use a sleep dart. They may be cheap, but black markets aren't everywhere.
That we unite against
So let's try a little trick
spirits
here.
of the unknown that would drag us by the strictures. Oh.
Alright. That should work fine. Good Brother Harold, last week when we talked, oh what a state I was in. It was good of you to take me aside and lend your advice. I have taken it to heart and know that you are correct. Yes, I need to be purified through ritual. Ah, what a road I have ahead of me. I know it well. For you may not know, but I endured the ritual once before, but 3 years ago. Though I was young and strong, I came within an inch of death. If I may impose upon you once again, would you be so kind as not to mention our conversation to anyone? I will arrange for the ritual, of course, very soon. Though I confess, ever since our talk, I feel much better. No comparison to that agitated state in which you found me. Peace and clarity have returned to me. Truly, I do feel better. In all things, Brother Chester. Kind of makes me wonder if this is Brother Chester or Brother Harold, or who is who, and if maybe one of them was involved in heretical artifacts. Let's go get that guy I left outside, because if you leave bodies lying where people might look up and see them, that could draw them to you and cause all sorts of trouble. Best to be as subtle as possible about these things. So let's bring him in here and find a nice place to set him down for a good long winter's nap. And then we'll deal with that outsider shrine that's humming over there on the right.
I'm getting tired of the sound of my own voice. It's like I'm talking to a stone wall for all they listen.
Let's make sure here. I don't think there's anyone up here. No. Okay, good. Now what there is a picture of the outsider and an outsider shrine.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place, before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge, or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
As in the first game, finding outsider shrines gives you a little brief encounter with the man himself. If indeed he can be called a man.
He's made a dog's breakfast out of the whole thing. And who's got to clean it up? Me, of course.
Got some stuff pretty nearby. Well, let's not get in a hurry. Eat that. Restore the little bit of health I'm missing. Alright. I'm not going to bother going down. I think we're in a decent place right here. Alright, now let's see about taking the high road to get around things. Alright. Mana is usually not a concern, so I might use it pretty liberally throughout this playthrough. Stay in stealth even if you don't think there's anyone here. Just in case. And up here. Alright, that looks fine by me. Now here's the outsider outpost, I guess. Not sure on my objective marker. There it is. Overseer Outpost.
Tower. And at the end of it all, the Abbey will stand in the ashes.
Let's get a bit look at this guy.
Karnaca is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis. But the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading
Let's try this
would gamble
little
with all that we have
balcony
left,
here.
with your very families. If the Abbey is pushed away, anarchy will befall.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be
A
better to
chaos
craft
not
music
seen
boxes
since the
that
time
each
of the
other
Great
here in
Burning.
the city.
Karnaca has but
Instead,
one
they're
chance
made
to
in
save
locations
itself,
kept
and that
from us
is to
and shipped out.
Careful here.
It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge of
These
construction
high back
materials
chairs make it
scattered
difficult
across
to
the
tackle
aisles.
people.
The
we
metals
can
used to
always
make
do
the
this.
devices are unusually rare. The techniques if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to...
Reports from the Oracle. Here are some interesting details about the oracular histories. The oracular order. I'm not sure where the history came from. The oracular order is a group that we're going to be hearing a little bit more about as we move forward. They're basically another branch of the Church of the Everyman, along with the Overseers, and they're supposedly able to tap into dreams, probably in the void, in order to tell things about what's coming in the future, about what they should do, and so they're a very interesting group, and something that's going to come up as we move along.
protect such a powerful tool.
Oops, sorry.
Assemble them in secret.
Esteemed High Overseer Kulin, I hope you're in good health and not too nostalgic for Weigon, which I'm told is striking this time of year. Forgive my stream of letters, but our problems in Serkonos are significant. Any insights you can offer would be welcome. Duke Abel is a travesty, openly disdainful for the Abbey, and yet I must maintain relations with him for the welfare of this nation. You have been called a unifier, something the Abbey greatly needed after the horrors of the rat plague, so your guidance would be of value. Under the Duke, the streets are overrun with cutthroats. Paolo and his gang grow bolder every day. Lastly, my recent correspondence with our oracular sisters has been troubling. Their responses have arrived with marked delay, and the recent proclamations possess an unusual cadence. Yours in faith, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
And dispatch them across the Empire where they're
That
needed
guy.
in the fight against the supernatural.
Two guys over in this next room over. Gotta be careful with them. Okay. How best to approach these guys is a good question. Okay, let's take a look at the dark vision again. Okay, the other guy has gone down and knelt down, so he should be no problem. What we're going to try to do, is far reach behind this guy, and grab him from behind. Perfect. Grab that on my way by. As I did with the guy in the first mission, I'm going to tuck this guy under the table. It's not a perfect hiding place, but it is pretty good about keeping people unseen. That said, as I tried that one, I realized that the hide back chair is also good for keeping me from doing that. So I just find a good corner for him, away from open view, and go take down the second guy. Let's see here. Make sure I come up to him safely. Yes, this should be fine. Alright. I think we can just leave him here. It seems like a pretty private area. 7 strictures on the wall.
Some take comfort from the strictures.
Implying she does not. Come on, get that. Thank you. Some information about the ancient music, which was used in the first game. I'm stealthy enough that I haven't actually encountered it in this game. I believe it exists, but I have not personally encountered it. Alright, nothing in there. What a waste of time. Remember the 7 strictures, especially wandering gaze, restless hands, and errant mind. New mission clue. Well, as usual, when people go around mentioning 3 things, they end up being important later. Here we have a combination safe with a 3-number combination, and here are the 3 strictures we need. Actually, they're all 7 strictures, but if we open up this note about the 7 strictures, then back out and go to the mission clues, it says that it actually gives you, in the second reminder here, the 3 strictures we need. 1, 3, and 7. So let's get to where we can get a better angle on this. 1, 3, and 7. There we are. Of course we get runes from the Overseers. Where else will we get them? And just close that so that nobody sees it and gets suspicious. Just realized this guy's beside a door. I don't like that idea. So since this guy's over here, 2's a party. Let's make sure no one's outside the door. I probably could have just done that by keyhole peeking, but this works fine too. Let's see here. I wonder if there's a map of the place around here somewhere. There's the stairs going down. I know we need to go up, so that's where I'm going to be going. Oh, right there. What do you know? Alright. We need to get to level 4, holding. And we need to go there and find the person that the lady mentioned. So you can see the secondary objective is updated.
This heretic's body is important
to that one.
Even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else. Maybe Overseer Dishonored. Until then, we stay where we are.
The heretics.
Be careful with these guys. A couple of things I don't want to happen. One is, of course, to be spotted, and the other is them going downstairs. So as this guy goes past, we're going to go take him out. Make sure he doesn't turn around. Okay, we should be good. Put up. Grab him. Take advantage of the fact that we can move while holding people, and go around the corner so that no one can look this direction and see us. Now let's go check and make sure that we have some clearance. We do, so let's go and stuff this guy in a closet. Evidence. Yes, this guy will be wonderful evidence for the Abbey in his current state. Now let's see about the second guy. Alright, he's looking down the other way. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. Looks like he's occupied. So, we're going to take care of him. I'm putting you in the closet with the other guy. Notice we got the interrogation room key over there on the right. Excerpt from the Overseer interrogation report. Where did you find these drawings? Accused, I made them. As I said, I'm an artist. Mostly newspaper advertisements. Those don't look like advertisements. They look like heretical nonsense intended to make your neighbor sick or bring back a loved one. The accused said, nothing will dissuade you of these notions, I'm sure. So instead of wasting my breath, I'll give you some advice. Take a bath once in a while. Here he says, and invest in some it's still the guy. In a while, Overseer, and invest in some scented soap unless that goes against one of the strictures. Conclusion, apparently the accused suffered from a weakened heart. Right. The interesting nature of the Abbey of the Everyman is always apparent in these missions, and it's both disgusting and hilarious at the same time. Have fun. Alright, so we're going to go into the interrogation room. Close the door behind us. And take this opportunity to grab some stuff. We have a corrupt bone charm. Now we're going to be careful here. Corrupt bone charms have some negative effect. Here, power slash, you deal greater damage, but your attacks are slower. I am not interested in that. Fast is good for me, especially if I have to do something like that trick again where I alerted the guards and then got out of there fast. Alright, let's make sure I get everything I can here. I can't use any more sleep darts. I could use some, I guess. And here's our target, our body.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Alright, well, for now, that's all we have time for. So, next episode, we'll move forward and hopefully finish up this episode. I'll see you then. Until then, later.